So you have cystic fibrosis.
Yes. Yes.
And that, what is the definition of terminal? Because is that a terminal illness?
Bitch, you gonna die. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Is it still to this day referred to like textbook as a terminal illness, despite modern medicine coming a very long way?
Oh yeah, modern medicine's come a super long way, but you still die from it. It's most like 99% of the time, cystic fibrosis patients die of cystic fibrosis.
It's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
Yeah. But luckily, in your lifetime, that when has gone from life expectancy of
like 25
to
65, 70.
40, 45 years is a long time.
That's a long time.
You got a Make-A-Wish out of yours.
I did.
And you got to like go to Italy.
I did.
Okay. And you lived.
For sure.
I think you should have to pay for another Sick Kids Italy trip. Because that's just fair, right? Like, that sounds right. What if it's a French kid? What if you had to pay for a French Kids Italy trip?
What if I just... I think... I can't make that joke. Fuck. It's the only one coming to my head.
Why not?
Because we can't put that in.
Patreon? You have to remember, we're allowed to be unhinged now.
That is true.
We're okay to take off all filters.
That is true.
Because not only have we always been able to say whatever we want, because Seth has always been able to edit stuff out, we're always allowed to say whatever and later determine what to do with it.
So what you're telling me is my options are... Or you're telling me I don't have an option? That because I survived and am living through now...
Yeah, what is Make-A-Wish's like mission statement? Like, what do they aim to do? What is their service? Is it to fulfill the wish of
a dying child? Yeah.
Okay.
Or
you're an adult now.
Well, but I was a dying child.
We're all dying.
I was a very swiftly dying child.
But you didn't die.
Nope, I didn't.
So. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another handheld episode of Anything But Politics. As always, my name is Jim, and I'm here with...
Dr. Phil's crusty old toenail. What's going on, guys?
Just the crusty one.
Just the crusty one. Oh, the others are fine.
He has 9 immaculately clipped and cleaned toenails.
Beautiful. So beautiful, Dr. Phil's most of toenails.
Yeah. But the one old crusty one, that's Christian.
It's rough, and that's me.
Yeah. It's a medical marvel, he's been told.
Did you just say medical marvel?
Marvel. Medical marvel?
I knew that you probably said Marvel, but man, did it sound like marble, and that just really got me.
It's a medical marvel, honestly. The one crusty tone. It can't be fixed to this day.
No, but now it's just kind of like
That's
cool
why he
thing.
became a doctor, is in search of how to fix his toe.
Yeah. No, he's getting old, and I don't think it's going to happen, Mr. Dr. Phil. What's his last name?
What if it's Phil? Hear me out. Hear me out. What if it's Phil?
Okay, what is his first name?
What if it's also Phil?
Ooh, Dr. Phil. If he's Dr. Phil, he would lead with that. I don't think he would go Dr. Phil and hide away from the world that his name is Phil.
Dr. Philip Phil.
Ooh, Philip Phil.
Shall I do a little bit of a search while you vamp?
Go for it.
Okay.
Beelzebub Phil? That's a great name. What about Land? Landfill?
Ah.
What about what if his first name is Phil and his last name is Tracian?
I knew that.
You knew that's where it was gonna go?
No, I knew his name.
Oh, what is it?
It's Phil McGraw.
I fucking knew that.
I knew his last name was McGraw.
It's just not something you... That's not like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's such a non-useful...
Do you think
until you do a podcast.
Do you think the TV station was just like, we don't think Dr. McGraw is going to pull numbers.
It doesn't work.
it's a good show idea.
Yeah.
Like, you have something good here, Phil. But Dr. McGraw isn't going to take off the way you think it's going to.
It is trash.
We have to rebrand.
Yeah. Do you think there was a Dr. McGraw first? What is he? Is he an actual doctor?
There's no way he's an actual doctor.
He can't be.
I don't think I think he does not have a PhD in anything.
He probably has a PhD in like journalism or something. But dude, what if his name's just not Phil?
Yeah, what if it was like Hank McGraw?
Hank McGraw. That's a dope ass name.
What if his name was Tim McGraw and he pulled off his mask and it was country music star Tim McGraw?
Is he the only famous McGraw? Aside from Phil, apparently.
No, actually, I'm thinking McGruff, the crime dog. I was like, there's McGraw something.
There's the TV personality, the country music star, and then that dog.
That dog.
Gruff. What is it? Gruff McGruff? Gruff.
McGruff, the crime dog.
Anyway. Man, this went off the rails fast.
Hey, I found it. He holds a doctorate in clinical psychology, though he ceased renewing his license to practice in 2006.
When did he start the show? I think he must have started the show licensed. He's been on for a long time.
Oh, he's not a licensed therapist now.
No, not anymore.
He was.
When he started.
He didn't lose his license.
No, he just didn't
stopped
renew it.
renewing it.
Yeah, which you can't
losing it sounds like he did malpractice.
Yeah, no, he can be a TV personality and not have, so he doesn't need to renew it because he doesn't have any more clients.
Well, no, he does every episode of a show.
They aren't technically clients. That's probably how he gets away with it legally because it's fucking fake, Jim.
Yeah.
To an extent, it's fake.
No, it's majority fake.
Catch Me Outside Girl is so real, and it's very real. Yeah, I think like any reality TV show, it's very nudged, but it's based in reality, nudged to the extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's reality TV. It's overdone.
Yeah.
September 16th, 2002 was the first episode of Dr. Phil.
Oh, so 4 years. So
he was a licensed therapist for the first 4 years of his show. And then for the last 20 years, he's been an unlicensed therapist giving advice to all of America. My voice cracked.
Your voice doesn't crack often.
Hank McGraw, can you help my voice cracking? What?
Your voice doesn't crack often.
Not too often, no.
No, because it cracked and I was like, that's a new sound.
Yeah.
I've never really heard that before from you. Interesting. I don't think my voice never cracks.
I don't think so.
There's some people, their voice just cracks every sentence.
Yeah.
Just constant. But that's not like a speech issue.
No.
Like, what is that? I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
I was about to say, like, did you think today's episode would be about Dr. Phil?
Nope, didn't. But, dude, I'd fuck with it.
What should today be about? So we are in mid-October, so we're in peak spooky.
Ooh.
Should we talk about something spooky? Should we talk about? Let's talk about something scary.
Let's talk about the rising gas prices. Anyway, sorry. No.
What about?
Yeah, what's scary?
There's this haunted house around here that's like gotten a lot of controversy because of like a lot of inflated stories and a lot of also just like fucked up real stuff. It's essentially like before you go, you have to sign like an inch thick contract releasing you from physical harm, mental harm, permanent trauma.
Hey, we can hit you, just so you know.
You know, if your heart stops beating, it's not on us kind of thing. And then it's essentially, I think the challenge posed was if you can last 8 hours in there, you literally get $10,000. But that's because like they'll waterboard you, they'll pull off your fingernails, like they'll tie your hair and spit on you, and no, some people might actually, this could work for them.
Do you think you could do that?
No.
Really?
Do I think I could survive actual torture, like real life? Like, is that what you're asking me right now? Is the question on the table, hey, could you think you could do like actual torture methods for 8 straight hours for like 10K?
10K is...
And no, 10K is
it's a lot of money. It's hefty.
No, it's a real big sum, but I mean it'd probably all be spent on the therapy it would take.
That is true. Like torture is not fun.
No, torture, I'm gonna go on a limb.
Hot take.
And I don't think it's too political to say. But torture isn't that cool.
It's not very cool.
Sexy torture?
Very cool.
Now,
very cool.
We've pulled a 180. We're going in the other direction.
Yeah.
Everything's looking good.
Torture.
But
so you don't think you could do it? Well, how far will they go? Pull off fingernails sounds illegal.
It's not.
I know you signed the contract, but like to an extent, like if I sign a contract right now that says you can kill me, that's not legal. How is that legally binding?
Legally, there's a lot of very difficult things that come with stuff like that. Like the fact that if we did that and then I killed you and then I got put on trial, it wouldn't be held because they couldn't verify your willingness to sign the contract.
It was all videoed. Even still.
They could not post after the fact, do a mental evaluation to make sure you were in sound state of mind.
Because the thing about waterboarding is you're not actually getting serious bodily damage or like harm.
No, you won't.
I thought it was like tricking you. Like it's...
Yeah, it's tricking your body into thinking it's drowning.
Right. But you're not drowning.
No, it still does lung damage.
Does it do lung damage?
It directly, no, but Merlin is right in saying that your body's response to that panic will make your muscles spasm until a point of unhealthy strain.
They're allowed to break your bones, remove teeth without anesthesia, and last one, being drugged.
If you sign the waiver.
That cannot be illegal. It can't. That just can't. That doesn't make sense to me.
It might not be. I'm not saying it is.
Don't sign the fucking waiver, though. Has anybody attempted?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, you put 10K on anything.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
You put 10K on something
no.
that you are guaranteed to die, people will be like, I could probably
survive.
Wow.
So yeah, essentially,
well, like one of us need to be saying
they
that.
now have a 20K prize. But every time you swear, it goes down by 500, and every time you fail a challenge, it goes down by 500. So if you're like, hey, don't break my bone, that would be more comfortable for me, personally. They're like, okay, cool, we're just taking away $500 from the prize pool, which sounds worth it. If you were to tell me that I could not get a broken bone, but I get $19,500 instead of $20,000, I'm pretty okay with that. Right. 8 hours. How long is each challenge? I guess a broken bone is like 5 minutes.
So the tour lasts from 8 to 10 hours, but no guest has ever made it all the way through.
I wonder why. It sounds so easy.
They originally did not allow safe words for the tour. Again, this is McKamey Manor. Since reportedly allowed them safe words that end the tour immediately. The house operates year round.
So wait. If you go in and you're like, I think I can do this, and after like challenge 4 or 5, you're like, I can't. I'm gonna lose my shit, and I can't do this. They're just like, too bad, buddy.
They used to be. Now they allow safe words.
Yeah, they.
So how did nobody make it all the way through if you're not allowed to leave?
I think they would start like hitting the staff members and shit. Like they'd
like
literally fight for their life to get out.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? How is this allowed?
It operates year round.
Oh, good. I was hoping
it's not just like a Halloween little haunted house.
Yeah.
It operates year round and currently has a waiting list of over 24,000 people.
Why are people excited about it?
$20,000 in your pocket in tomorrow.
But medical bills.
When tomorrow happens, I will have 20,000 in my pocket.
But medical bills.
One night.
Broken bones.
One night, 20,000 in my pocket when the sun comes
How
up.
much is one therapy session?
Oh, uninsured? A couple hundo.
Okay. How much is a repair of your arm?
Okay, that's a lot more.
A lot.
Especially uninsured.
Yeah.
So
Plus one episode of therapy, one
session.
Thank you, of therapy. Not going to fix the problems that you endure.
Oh yeah, it'd have to be multiple sessions.
To be for the rest of your life.
Let's see here. During the tour, employees at the manor may physically assault patrons, waterboard them, force them to eat and drink unknown substances, have them bound and gagged, and engage in other forms of physical and psychological torture. Journalist Tara West has mentioned in the communities where the tour is stationed, residents question how the attraction stays legal even with a waiver.
Good question, Tara.
The volunteer guide testified that the 40-page waiver signed by participants lists possible risks, including having teeth extracted, being tattooed, and having fingernails removed.
Being tattooed is dope, but I understand they're not going to be
It
careful
depends on
about
the
it.
tattoo. Could you imagine, like, so you're already like 3 hours into being traumatized.
Yep.
You're numb.
Yep.
You would be.
Yep.
Physically, emotionally.
Yep.
You are having such a fight or flight that you have shut off.
You're almost
and
asleep.
You're checked out.
Yeah.
Everything's happening and like you're reacting. It hurts. You know, you can still feel these things, but like you can't yell anymore. You
No.
can't scream. And you.
This is such a fun episode.
You can like feel them like tattoo your thigh.
Yep.
And you're just like biting onto a rag and you have
Yeah.
tears streaming down your face. And then like, you know what? You're the first person to live. And you like get out, you get the money and everything.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like looking at your leg the next day and for the first time actually realizing that they just like tattooed Hello Kitty on your leg? That's
You could do a lot more too.
yeah, just like a really cute little fun tattoo. I survived McKamey Manor.
And I only got this $20,000 check.
I only got this stupid tattoo and a broken ankle. And I have 3 less teeth. Oh, of this Wikipedia, there's a controversies tab. That's really weird.
Does it have a lot of controversy?
Let's see. Laura, in a visit to the manor in 2016, repeated her safe word for several minutes before employees stopped torturing her.
Okay, I think this is a question that we haven't arrived at yet.
Yeah, what's up, dog?
These employees.
Yeah.
Working there.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Socio and or psychopaths.
Maybe, but not criminals. It's
No,
illegal.
not criminals, but how could you possibly stomach torturing people over and over and over again? And not wanting to stop? I understand it's part of the contract that they sign when they do it, but they're like...
So I don't know who founded this place, and I'm not going to look it up, but I'm going to call him McKamey.
Okay. That's probably true.
It's the McKamey Manor. So
It could be woman.
let's say it could be a woman.
Man or woman.
Or not.
Or not. Or neither.
But I'm going to call him Phil. Maybe his last name's McKamey, not McGraw, and he had it changed.
I love it. Full circle.
So let's call this guy Phil McKamey. Phil McKamey has the money to pay anyone that survives $20,000.
Sure.
I'm sure he could handsomely pay his employees. Could you imagine like unionizing as the torturers? Could you imagine being like, listen, we think the workplace conditions are unfair? A lot of us are really stressed out.
He's got to pay for therapy. He's got to. Not for the people who signed the waiver, but the employees. Because you have to go.
Don't you need it anymore?
Like
you're like, this is my job, and this is what I do.
Sure.
If you can do it one time.
So like, okay, so like my cousin's a nurse.
Okay.
And like a hospice nurse.
Awesome.
One of the best is she's had to put her hand up someone's butt to pull poop out of it.
Okay.
That's just what she had to do.
Yeah.
And of course she watches people die.
Yeah.
Every day.
Okay.
They say
I've learned 2 things about her, and neither were nice.
Yeah. This is the one you've met, by the way. She was at my wedding.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna say her name.
It was lovely meeting you.
She's great. I love her.
Did I shake your hand?
Probably. Was it left or right?
I don't know. Hey, which one's the poop hand?
Left is poop hand.
Left is.
Yeah.
When she told this story, you asked which hand?
Yeah, because she does everything else with her right hand. I don't fucking know what hand it was. I have no idea, but I assume it's left. You can't poop pull out of with her right hand.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake.
Yeah, what are you doing? Anyway.
That's how Phil became a doctor. He learned that one rule.
Oh, what a fun bit we've landed upon.
What a fun little recurring bit we have throughout this torturous episode.
Oh, man.
It's terrifying. Listen to this as you go to sleep, by the way.
Yeah,
Turn the
good
lights
idea.
off. Get ready for sleep and listen to some scary stuff.
So, where was I?
Oh, your
my
nurse
cousin. So, and like some people say the most horrific shit right before they die.
Yeah.
Some as a joke, just to like with someone.
I never fucking thought about this.
Your dying words can be just a fuck you prank.
When you hear about people's dying words, it's typically some inspirational shit. Like some really like heartfelt, like, an old man on his deathbed. His wife's been dead like
Yep.
10 years. And like, he's just like, honey,
Yeah.
I can see her.
There she is.
There she is. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Beautiful last words.
Oh, there she is beautiful.
I've never imagined that some old fucks might absolutely.
It's dark down here.
Whoa. Has she told you people's last words? Has she actually been like, here's a.
No, I don't know any.
Immediately, I really hope you're watching this episode. If not, I will make Christian make you watch this episode in particular. What?
If you've ever. My cousin, if you've ever. Cousin, if you've ever watched any of these, I'll give you $5,000. I'll do the torture and give you the money.
Imagine not getting any.
You do it just for someone else. Donating it to charity. Wouldn't that be nice? You get the money and you're like, I'm going to donate it to charity.
What if you asked Phil McKamey. You ask him, you're like, hey, I'll do it. And I'll even sign a little clause that says like, I won't use a safe word. Like, don't let me out. Like, I'll sign the do not let me out.
Yeah.
I'm going to complete this for the first time challenge.
Or I die.
But like, I'm going to have a camera guy. Like,
ooh,
like I'm gonna make content out of this. Like, can you imagine like live streaming it or something?
Sick.
Dude, the views would be unreal. You'd get banned off any platform. You'd have
Of
to put it
course.
on like Live Leak.
Yeah.
I went live on Live Leak.
So cool. Or what if you, now hear me out. Hey, Phil, McKamey,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it and I won't take any money. You don't have to pay me, but you have to do it with me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, if you can survive your own challenge, then like I won't,
Then I won't get paid. I don't care. I'll pay you. I'll pay you $20,000 to do it with me.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay me and you double up and you get to pay for whoever wins it next. But you have to go as long as I go. And if I go longer than you, then you pay me. That's more interesting. That's more interesting.
Yeah, that's super cool.
If I go longer than you, you have to pay me.
So
That should be the challenge.
So
Anyway.
So she never told you any of these dying. This
No.
is just something that she's experienced.
She said that a lot of people
What were you setting up with this?
Oh, just like to hear horrific shit and like she's only the bottom. Like she's like barely scraped the surface with the type of stuff that she's seen.
Oh yeah.
And she said it's like nothing.
Oh yeah.
She's like it doesn't even bother me anymore. She'll like someone will die right in front of her, like in her arms, and she'll be like, all right, let's clear this room. We gotta get the next person in. Like it's nothing. She's so desensitized. So I wonder if that's kind of where these people their first day is. Yeah, these employees, their first day is like, oh my God.
I was about to say, what do you think orientation is like? Do you think they have like a little sexual harassment class that they do? Like the HR guy comes in and he goes like, so do you have like direct deposit or will you be getting a paper check? Like
fire safety,
here's where the fire extinguisher is.
Yep.
You think these things happen?
Exit points.
Exit points.
Yep. Do you think they have like one of those
That's
fun
for you, not them.
Do you think they have one of those fun little videos?
Oh yeah, that was recorded back in the 80s. They popped the VHS in and they're like, you're gonna watch this for an hour, take notes.
You don't let them go.
Interesting.
Yeah. They're gonna scream a lot. Don't budge.
This contestant has now screamed her safe word. Continue torture for 3 minutes. Ask if they're sure. If they say yes, make sure they're telling the truth.
Yeah. As you peel off their toenails.
The McKamey Manor facility in Summertown, Tennessee has been the subject of many complaints in Lawrence County. County Commissioner Scott Franks described an incident in which deputies were called to the property after a neighbor saw a woman dragged screaming from a van as part of the experience, stating that staged or not, it's simply something that none of us want anywhere near us. District Attorney Brent Cooper said the program was legal because people subjected themselves to it voluntarily, though participants could withdraw their consent at any time according to Tennessee law. It's still the Wild West out here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Tennessee's pretty much in the East.
Yeah.
The Wild East.
But how can you not claim like, yo, not in sound mind when I agreed to this? You're sued. Like if you can prove that you were an insane person that agreed to this, but not truly,
I don't
like
know. I
consent
wonder if
without
you could
consent.
shut it down forever and just bring like a case. What happens when a lot of people experience the same thing and the case is on behalf of all of them? Is that a
Oh,
is
that's
that a
fuck. I know what that is.
wait? What's that called? Class action?
Yes.
Yeah, you do a class
Yes.
action and
Yep.
you're just like anyone. I think with the evidence provided, Exhibit A. You're saying these are recorded. A lot of these they record the experience and you could like see it happen.
I like this though. This is very fascinating to me.
Yeah, so you didn't know this existed.
Okay, so as you keep talking about it, I do vaguely know about it. I feel like I watched something super minor about it, or like it got mentioned on a podcast that I was very like brief.
It was featured extensively in the 2017 documentary film Haunters: The Art of the Scare, and on the Netflix original series Dark Tourist.
Nah. Nope, never watched those.
That's about all this has.
Oh man,
There's a lot of stories about it.
I bet there's so many stories about it. I don't know, man. I mean, it all feels too far.
Yeah, you signed the thing.
You signed it.
I'm sorry,
You
but
signed
that
the
is
paper.
the answer. It seems like a stupid answer.
I know.
Like, oh, you signed all your rights away. But you did.
Do people not read it
Um,
in full?
It's a hot wings challenge thing.
Hot wings is different though. That's like, hey, if the wings do something to you, then the wings do something to you. I'm sorry, that's not on us. But this is people
but
doing
Russ,
things to people.
No, Russ is at the door and he's like, I've not spoken to those guys in like 3 years. Like, I don't know if
What
they
they're gonna
still
do-
are even
yeah.
doing. Like, I still have the VHS I showed them on day one. They've not rewatched it. I don't know if they're still doing this.
You know what would be funny is if like this was like Russ just started a haunted house and the employees just went nuts with it.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
a totally normal guy, and he's
Yeah.
just like, I wanted a little spooky haunted house.
Yeah.
And like all the employees, they unionized. That's what it was. They were like,
Yeah.
this isn't enough.
Yeah. We gotta harder. We gotta go crazy. And then but Russ didn't like Russ was like
Russ doesn't know. He's like,
Russ has no idea. He's just
a
like
nice old man.
he's just like does he set up the $10,000 thing though?
He'll just Venmo you.
If you make it through the normal haunted house?
Oh,
If his- if in his-
he's really confused as to
Yeah.
why people can't finish this haunted house.
I made it because I wanted to give people a lot of money, and no one's gone through it for some reason.
Yeah.
I should hit those guys up again, see what's going on down there. He
What's
goes
up?
down there.
Thought you were gonna say something.
What's up?
I was just gonna say that Russ is definitely not a nice old man.
No, he sounds so sweet. Russ sounds great. He's a horrific person, and he should be in jail forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we're all in that
But
impression.
all the victims of his crimes said they were okay with it.
So, question.
Before the fact. Let me add before the fact to what I just said. Because I said that they said they were okay with it.
Right.
Before the fact. You can be okay with it. You could be not okay with it after the fact. No, but because these microphones are a little less sensitive to the room, I'll repeat what Merlin said. He was a scare actor. He used to work at haunted attractions, and he was I forget what the term was, but I'm going to call it a sparker. He slid on the ground like a little snake. He'd run at you, and then he'd like throw himself onto the ground, and he was wearing metallic knee pads and ankle pads and hand pads that as they scraped along the ground, they would shoot sparks.
That's cool.
And there's a lot of training with that because if you run too fast or get too close, essentially, Merlin's job was always at risk should he touch anyone. You could not so much as touch people who came there to be terrified. And, you know, that would have lost him his job. And then here on the other hand, we have McKamey Manor, where Dr. Phil is paying people to be waterboarded.
Yeah.
That's the ranch. We figured it out.
Oh shit!
It's the ranch.
That's the ranch. That's really funny, bro. One of my friends like bumped into somebody like because he got scared. He was like, he bumped into him, and the dude like broke character was like, "Please don't touch me." We were like, "Sorry, we didn't know it was that serious." He's like, "No, like I could lose my job, y'all."
No, that's
It was
the
so funny.
But that's so much scarier than anything else that's gonna happen in that haunted house.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you made the situation real.
Yeah,
and
you
like
did.
I felt like I was in trouble.
Yeah.
Which is a much deeper fear than like, oh no, a werewolf. Like, oh no, a guy with a chainsaw. It's like,
No,
oh, a real life guy actually like yelling at me right now in public.
dude, I'm making like minimum wage right now, and I need it. Please do not touch me.
we dipped our like little pinky toe into a side conversation about this earlier.
Dr. Phil?
Euthanasia.
The kids in China.
Yeah, the kids in China.
Yeah.
I wanted to circle back to that because
Okay.
have you ever heard of the most exciting way to get euthanized? The most
Is it sexual?
thrilling way to get euthanized?
Is it sexual, or do they push you out of a plane?
It's more on the plane level.
More on the plane level?
Yeah.
Okay. You go on a really intense roller coaster.
That's it.
Is it really?
The euthanasia coaster is a
But not the name.
the euthanasia coaster is a roller coaster designed to kill the people on it.
I guess you couldn't call it anything else.
It
It does have to have that name.
I don't know. What if it was just called like the tilt-a-whirl? like they give it a really like gentle like
Yeah.
the spinning teacups.
The Stairway to Heaven.
Stairway to Heaven. I'm sorry, that's amazing. Well, okay, let me
Or
describe
the Elevator to Hell. I mean, whatever.
let me describe what the coaster is to you, and then we'll be able to pick a name because like it's built in a specific way.
Okay, cool.
First off, it's not built. It's all just an idea. It's planned, not planned to happen, but the artist said, "Here are the schematics to build the thing, and here's a scale model of it." Even I don't think they'll ever build it.
I want to go on it.
But
Would
the
I die?
artist- Huh?
Sorry, describe it first. I'm sorry.
Everyone would die. Everyone would die.
Oh.
So, you load the people onto the cart, and what it is, I believe,
you
it
shoot
is
them.
an incredibly, I believe it's an incredibly vertical climb,
Mhm.
followed by an incredibly vertical drop, at which you reach. I believe the intended purpose is to reach, like max velocity. Like you can't be going any faster.
Whoa.
When you're going as fast as you can. The way that it kills you is with G-force.
Yeah.
So you do a big loop-de-loop, a big one, and then a smaller one. You go immediately into a smaller one. And then as you come down from that, you immediately go on a smaller one. And have you ever been on one of those amusement park rides where they're typically designed as like UFOs? It's like a disc room and it spins.
Yes.
And when you're on the inside, the force of it pushes you up against the wall.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it feels like, but add so many more G's. You familiar with G's?
Us?
1 G is Earth's gravity.
Right.
People in like the Air Force, people who like fly tiny planes, regularly experience a lot of G's because, you know, if you are accelerating upward at 9.81 meters per second, then you are feeling the opposite reaction of Air Force and pressure, literally putting Earth's gravity on you. And then Earth's gravity also exists, ergo you're getting 2 G's if you're doing that. And there's a certain level at which case, too many G's, you stop. Your body stops.
Oh.
So I think the report did say that scientifically it is possible to survive this, but you would just go again.
No, as you pull into the end station, they just cock a shotgun.
Oh my god, it's literally the fucking...
we got a couple
Midsommar.
stragglers.
It's literally Midsommar. You ever seen the movie Midsommar?
Mm-mm.
Beautiful A24
I've
film.
heard it's really good.
Of which you're familiar with A24 now.
I do know about A24.
There's a lovely scene where there's like an extended... Hey, spoilers for Midsommar, by the way. Yeah, there's a scene in which there's like a day-long kind of like festival, and the way they celebrate is really odd. Like the 2 oldest people in the community, it's a cult, are like sat at the head of the table, and like they stand and everyone's standing at the table and they sit and then everyone else gets to sit and then they begin to eat and then everyone else gets to eat. And then at the end of the meal, everyone stands up and those 2 people lead them to a quarry where everyone gathers at the bottom except for the old people and some other folk who go all the way to the top. And everyone's just looking up at them.
And they jump.
And then one by one, they just kind of walk over to the edge. And they fall because they know that today's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, the 2 old people jump. That's it. because this is their ceremony. It's like,
Mm.
I, came into this world, and like this community has a planned way we exit this
I'm
world.
leaving on my terms.
Yeah. So
Yeah, what's our time?
she kind of semi-dove and she died. And then
Oh.
the old man jumped feet first. He just walked off and he fell, and then he broke his legs. He lived, and it's okay though, because they've done this before. This ain't their first rodeo. So they had Mr. Mallet Man come over, and it's just
I wonder what he does.
It's a big wooden mallet. Mr. Big Wooden Mallet Guy walks over and finishes the job.
Imagine that being your IMDb credit.
Right? Like,
I was the wooden mallet.
I was Mr.
I was
Mallet.
Mr. Big Wooden Mallet Guy.
I was Mr. Smashy.
Oh, cool.
It's all done on camera too. It is
Ooh.
glorious the way they do practical effects.
Wow.
Yeah. It's messed up.
Sounds it. Almost as messed up as Dr. Phil's crusty old toenail.
Hold on, no. I wanted to go back
Sorry, go
to
ahead.
the euthanasia coaster. So
Oh,
this
that's
is
right.
a real thing.
We
that
are
was
at an hour though.
proposed.
We gotta wrap up soon.
It was proposed, and they've never made it. But like, would you ride that? Like, you are, however old, you're
I don't wanna-
60, 70.
I've made my decision. I don't want to die until I die, no matter how painful. For real. I don't want to die until I die.
I'm just trying to find a way around this. Someone says I'm shooting you at midnight.
Okay.
You're just waiting till midnight and letting them do it.
My view on death is if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I will actively avoid it as much as I can, but if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Mm-mm. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna live. And if I know that I'm going to like die that night, I will not go peacefully into that good night. I'll rage against the dying of the light.
Well, yeah.
I will jump out of a plane without a parachute and just be like, if I'm
you'll
gonna
just-
die in 6 hours at the hand of a disease or someone else's gunshot or this or that, or if I know I'm gonna die in any way, if it's not a dope way, and I then have hours to be like, this is a much doper way. Like, I could hop on this coaster. I could,
I've just had so many times where like I'm
I
told
could air out a submarine. Just be like, it's a little stuffy in here, and then just kind of open the top.
that's a nightmare. That's an actual nightmare.
Yeah.
No, but I've been told like okay, someone says, "Hey man, you're going to die. I'm going to shoot you in 12 hours." And you go, "Okay." And at hour 10, you're like, "See ya." And you jump out of a plane and the guy was just like, "I'm just kidding." And then you just died for no reason.
No, but it's like guaranteed that you will die in 12 hours.
Yeah,
But
what
there's
if he said
never-
what
you-
if he said he promised?
What if you think you promised?
Yeah, what if you think you promised it?
There's always a chance, man. That's my view is like there's always a chance of survival.
What if Mr. McKamey signed the contract that he would do it? Because then you know.
Well, then I'm going to die.
What do you think happens? And this is where we'll end.
Oh, okay.
What do you think happened? Because it'll happen eventually. 24,000 people on the waiting list for McKamey Manor.
Yeah. Who dies?
Eventually, someone's going to do it.
Oh, finish it.
Someone's going to get to the 9 hour and 58 minute mark. And like literally every employee's they're all going to be in the room and they're going to be like, what the fuck? It's going to fucking happen. They're going to do it.
Are they excited or angry? Do you think they get a pay decrease?
I think they'd be excited.
Do you think they get a pay decrease? Do you think it comes
What
out?
if the day someone wins it, it's over? What if he just stops?
But the employees
Someone did it.
But the employees have full incentive to not let it happen because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if that happens, then they're out of a job.
the last minute gets reached and they're just like,
We got to
they
cut off
flip
his.
through the waiver and they're like, broken bones. Oh, we tattooed him. We cut his hair. They go to like the last page and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
But they just fucking kill you. You
There's
can't
nothing
win.
else.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't win. Like, that's a horror movie is what it is.
That is a.
I'm sure.
It's been
Come
done.
on. Is there?
It's been done.
You know what? I was about to say, is there a horror movie based off this? But
Mhm.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
Just because with the big controversy on Dahmer right now, the fact that there are living people who
Yeah.
like dealt with it
Yep.
means it shouldn't be dramatized.
Yep.
Same thing. There are people who went to that manor who are in their home right now. They might be making dinner. People who went to this thing
Yeah.
are still people and
Yeah.
they're still living and they're just doing normal shit right now.
So let's cut this episode.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Yeah, but no. That's nuts. That they're just like, what do you want to watch tonight?
They cast Chris Pratt to do the fucking
Be Russ
haunted
Mc-
house that we did a couple years back.
To be Russ, fucking Russ McGraw.
Yeah, Russ
no,
McKay- Russ
Russ
McGraw.
McKame. Yeah, Russ McGraw. They cast Chris Pratt to be Russ McKame. That can't be good.
That could be good.
Let's watch it.
What kind of voice is he doing for it?
Just normal Chris Pratt voice,
Just normal
apparently.
Chris Pratt, but like a really good
A
one.
really good one. Oh man, we definitely have to review that film
Oh yeah, because like
when it comes out.
literally over a year ago, we talked about the
Yeah.
casting,
Yeah,
and we
gotta
just
watch it.
got the trailer. Can we talk about that? Last year, one season ago, we talked about the casting for the Mario film, and here we are, a year and a season later,
we got a trailer.
and we have a 2-minute trailer.
Can I
That's
s-
all we have after a year.
Can I say something kind of like controversial?
Sure.
It looks pretty good. I'm kind of excited.
Um,
Like aside from Chris Pratt and Mario.
Jack Black's Bowser's character art,
Yeah.
like the way they designed him
Mm-hmm.
looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The visuals look nice.
Yeah.
What's his name? Keegan-Michael Key.
Yes. Toad.
Just from the trailer, that performance is larger than life, which
Yep.
is what you need. I'm just scared because
I know
like,
Mario's gonna. Yeah.
He's the main character. He's there the whole time, and he's the worst part of the film.
Why did they do that for real? Why did they do that?
I don't know, but literally everyone else seems to be doing amazing.
Yeah.
The writing was good. It was a funny trailer.
It looks funny. Yeah. Like
except for the
low-key.
Mario bit.
Yeah.
Like the whole imposing doom of like Bowser and then like the little penguin guy.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
snowball fight. It was all funny. The pacing was good. The visuals were nice.
What's up, y'all? I'm Mario. Hey guys, it's Mario here. He wakes up in Mushroom Kingdom and says, "Where am I?" Even though he is in fact from the Mushroom Kingdom.
He might not be in the film.
Huh?
They might change the lore. He might be from Brooklyn. And now he's in the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm sorry, but that's
Hey guys, it's
genuinely-
Mario here. I'm from Brooklyn, and I just woke up in the Mushroom Kingdom. What's
At 3
going?
a.m. challenge? What the? He's just a
He's a-
content creator. He's a prank YouTuber.
What's up, guys? I'm doing a 24-hour stream in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's gonna go off. We're popping off today. I got this mushroom guy.
Doing a hot tub collab with Princess Peach. She's streaming over on her channel right now. We're gonna do a raid.
Oh man. Me and Donkey Kong gonna do a mukbang. It's gonna be super lit.
Shy Guy's been doing one of those gambling streams.
And
I was thinking who's like kind of coin based, and I don't know why, but Shy Guy is the one that I imagine.
yes,
with a
me too.
coin,
Me too.
which is weird.
Yeah. He's doing crypto gambling. Luigi's more like playing cards.
Yeah,
He's doing poker.
yeah.
That's so funny. They're all content creators.
That would have been a much more interesting film,
Dude, that would have been so much better. Holy shit.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi. I mean, they're brothers and they're both content creators. They have this huge rivalry. They get into boxing, like what the.
Anyway, yeah, Mario characters as content creators is very funny.
Today's episode is sponsored by ourselves. It's us. We're sponsoring today's episode.
I'm interested.
Yeah, no talking about Audible today. We only have what, like
Audible who?
2-3 more episodes to make this announcement for the people that might have missed it beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, regarding the fact that we are going to be at the Appalachian Ren Faire of Tennessee
Woo woo.
in Greenville, Tennessee. This is going to be November 5th and 6th. Anything But Politics is not only sponsoring the Renaissance Fair, but we will have a merchant's booth, a little setup where we will be all day. We will be working it, of course. We don't have employees. What are you talking about? We got me and Christian. Merlin will be there. Seth will be there. And we will be selling some merchandise. Now, this is not only Anything But Politics branded. There will be ABP merch as well as general merchandise because we kind of figure that some people won't know who we are and want some options for some pretty things to get. So we're talking buttons. We're talking about knit goods. As I'm saying this ad read, Merlin is over here on the couch knitting. crocheting for this. So just big announcement. First time we've ever done anything like this, and
Super
we're
pumped.
excited to see if anyone. We don't know where our audience is from. We know a couple of countries, but in terms of states, we don't know if you're close. You close to Greenville, Tennessee? Could you show up November 5th and 6th? What do you think? A little road trip? Show up.
Greenville, Tennessee.
I think.
Is that further west?
Mm.
Or is it down south?
I feel like it might be. It's either one of the two, south or west or southwest. Because I live in the most northeast you can get in Tennessee.
Right. Oh, never mind.
So everything is southwest.
I'm thinking of something different. I'm sorry.
There's a link in the episode description if you want to click that and go find out more information on the Renaissance Fair. But we will be there and hope to see you.
Yeah, pop in and say hi.
In that case, I want to thank Salty Sloth Productions for producing.
Thanks, guys. You rock.
Y'all look good at it. And I want to thank my parents for again letting us in the basement.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Love the vibes
you
down
wanted
here.
to say?
No.
All right. In that case, love each and every single one of you, and we
Love
will
you guys.
see you next week.
Peace. Love you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey everyone, just wanted to say a super special thank you to our patrons real quick. Jamie, Jess, Kat, Jessica, Sky, and Keith. Thank you so much for being our top patrons. We really appreciate it. You're really doing the most for us. And maybe I might even get paid because of you one day. Thank you so much.
Open the door before I throw rocks out your window, you stupid whore.
What?